I'm just gonna tell you right now, DPS Charlotte is probably not gonna be very good. Charlotte has kind of nothing going for her as far as like, oh, I want a DPS, a character that is not meant to be a DPS. You know, if I compare her to the likes of, I don't know, Kirara. Kirara has Dendro going for her, basically, and she also has a really big multiplier in her burst. So she can get like satisfying damage just by nature of building crit and seeing a big number on occasion from her burst. It doesn't make her a good DPS, but it can make her much more satisfying to play. Charlotte, in comparison, you know, has nothing. Like, here's Charlotte's burst multiplier. To be clear, it's level 4, but you know, she has like no multipliers as far as like damage that Charlotte deals. But I do have a plan. Don't worry. The plan is to make use of the Genshin's, like, the way that Genshin calculates damage to basically not care about Charlotte's multipliers. I have 2 total teams planned today to test. What? Why did my thing just get interrupted? Does her idle interrupt my team switching? Anyways. So the first team is this one, which is I'm going to be testing this shortly. And then the second team, because I'll be honest, I think this team is... it's not going to work. Like, this team is just trying to make the most out of Charlotte, but it has problems, I think, but we'll see. Anyways, this team has the potential to be better, but also has problems of, like, Xiangling is realistically going to contribute most of the... Xiangling and Farina are going to contribute 99% of the damage, but it can result in seeing significant, you know, damage from, like, melts on Charlotte is the basic idea. Will it actually work? I don't know. And the downside of this team is I would actually need to level up Charlotte's talents a bit. Whereas the first team I showed, because of how Yunjin works, I don't need to level up talents. And I would level up Charlotte's talents, to be clear, but I'm a little bit low on these materials. I couldn't tell you who stole all the talent materials for Charlotte. The damage on the follow-up attacks, other than the initial activation from Charlotte's burst, is 8% at level 4. If I level it up, it goes to 8.6. Whoa. So anyways, to explain how we're going to make use out of Charlotte doing damage without needing to care about her multipliers. Basically, we're going to abuse... Oops, that's the wishing screen. Basically, we're going to abuse good old Yunjin. Now, Shenhe and Yunjin function in the same way as far as, like, not caring about the multipliers for how their buff functions. The multipliers on the character that they're, you know, buffing. But I don't have Shenhe. Shenhe would definitely be better here in a number of ways, but I don't have her. So, you know, we're doing the best I can with what I have. So, the basic way that Yunjin works is that she gives a damage increase of 61% of her defense. So you can see my Yunjin, and this is with 4-piece husk, has about 2,500 defense. So, you know, you take this 61% defense, times that by her defense multiplier, or her defense stat, sorry, and that's like, we'll just simplify and say that's like 1,800. I don't know exactly what it is. So that's an 1,800 flat damage bonus that gets added to Charlotte's damage. When the game is calculating how much damage Charlotte deals, when you're factoring in having Yunjin's buff, essentially the game is going to take, you know, it's still going to use the multipliers for Charlotte, right? So this first hit here is 50%, and Charlotte has 1,700 attack. So that's about, we're just going to round to 900. And so 900, and then it's going to add, you know, the whatever I said, 1,800, I think. So it's going to be 900 plus the 1,800 from Yunjin, and then it's going to multiply all of that out by the damage percent bonuses that you get from the likes of Farina and, you know, Charlotte's Goblet and whatever passives. I actually have Lost Prayers on Charlotte. So basically, the point is, the damage coming from Charlotte's own multipliers is much less than the damage that is coming from the flat buff from Yunjin. But it's all damage that you'll see from Charlotte doing normal attacks. That's the basic idea. So that'll let me just spam 3 of the normal attacks, and then you have to do a dash cancel, by the way, after you do 3 of her normal attacks. Otherwise, Charlotte takes a long time to finish her animation for her last one. You can also do charge attacks, of course, but Yunjin only buffs normal attack damage, so again, like, that's where, like, Shenhe would be better, so you can weave in some normal attacks, some charge attacks. But again, I don't have Shenhe, so oh well. It's fine, because this is the most satisfying part of her kit anyways. We only need to do this, so who cares about doing anything else? Yes, anyways, Farina is here to provide a whole bunch of damage percent bonuses, but of course we need to heal back the HP that it is drained from Farina to be able to consistently get damage stacks. So Jean's in the team to hopefully swirl VV and also get the HP back. And that's kind of it. As far as the build goes, I actually have a really satisfying looking build. So this is because we're using Farina. We, of course, are on 4-piece Maréchaussées Hunters. And that means I have a functionally, well, presumably functionally, 98% crit rate with 200 crit damage exactly, which is, mwah, is beautiful. And yes, I still have to do an ascension on Charlotte. I'll do that shortly. Overall artifacts, if you want to see them, is this, then there's this, then there's this, and then there's this, and then there's this. This is the saddest piece, but because I didn't actually need crit rate, this is actually not that bad, but it's also not that great. So we're going to do my first test here against all the dailies. You know, that's the first metric of comparison, right, when it comes to a high-performing team in Genshin. Does it feel bad doing using the character on dailies? Oh boy. By the way, I really wish this didn't take 5 years to like activate. Oh man, it's like her skill would be really fun to try to optimize around and you know have her deal damage with, but unfortunately it just takes 5 years to use, so it's just not worthwhile. Anyways, let's see what we get without having. Oh, okay. Look at that, 7,000 damage. So there we go, non-buff damage. Beam, 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 beam. It's so satisfying. I love it. I'm a hobbyist photographer myself, so Charlotte's normal attack animations just, you know, just the whole goal of this is just, you know, Charlotte's gonna kill things by taking pictures. The flavor of that is something I cannot resist trying. Alright, blam. Do this. And do you, do that. Let's do that. And everything's dead already. Oh, look at that, 12,000 damage. Blam. Okay, everything was dead already because it's a daily. Who knew? This team works on dailies. Well, we know DPS Charlotte works for dailies, but I gotta obviously get this last 6% attack. Well, not last, but I'm not gonna do Charlotte's Final Ascension in this video because I just don't have the resources and too much resin. I'll do Charlotte's Final Ascension if DPS Charlotte ends up being more fun than I expect, but we'll see. And anyways, I'm gonna go get some barrel catches. BRB. And that should be 45. Ascend the Charlotte. Blam. I would level Charlotte up to level 80, but I am quite low on resources, as you have heard me probably say 20 times in this video already. And on top of that, Charlotte has the 3rd lowest base attack in the game, despite being attack scaling, like for everything, even her intended use. And that means it's basically not worth leveling her to 80 unless I plan to do her Final Ascension. So we're gonna wait. Alright, before we do real tests of DPS Charlotte and Abyss, I actually need to farm for VV, so we're going to test her in just domain farming, because, I mean, that's a lot of the content of Genshin in the long term, is you're just farming in domain, so we're going to see how DPS Charlotte does. I need an ER timepiece for Jean, for this team, actually. It would be really, really nice to get a VV ER timepiece today, but we'll see, probably not. Blam, do that, do this. And we don't have Jean's birth back to it. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. We'll just cast it now. Do that. Do that. Cast your burst. And look at that, 10k. And you didn't have... Wait, I don't think I probably didn't get VB. Let's be real. And do this again. Do. How my character still have full health when the drain was happening the whole time? That's interesting. Blam, blam. Take pictures. Look at that. That was not a very fast clear. That was a 1 minute clear. I mean, it didn't feel that slow, to be honest, because I was always doing things. So that's good. On the downside, this is one of the easiest domains in the game. Well, okay. The weird thing about the time this domain takes to clear is that if you don't have a grouper, which we don't, it can become just like a pain, basically. But as far as like damage output goes, taking 1 minute to clear an easy domain is not it's not great. We'll try this again though. Let's see how it goes. And do that, do this, and let's see what Charlotte gets. You weren't swirled, but it's fine. 50-second clear though. This team is not performing to a level where I think we're going to have the easiest time in Abyss. That's what I'll say. Alright, come on Charlotte, we can do better than 50 seconds. Let's go. Do that, do that. Do this, do that, do this. Look at that, was 12k damage. Wow. Alright. start the things. Oh, Jean's burst is not off cooldown. That's not ideal, but it's fine, I guess. It's what it is. The range on Charlotte's attacks is not great. Okay, I mean, it's weird. Hey, 49 seconds, we beat it. Let's go. 49 seconds is not that much to be proud of in this domain, but you know what? Record is a record for Charlotte. Good job, Charlotte. I'm proud of you. A timepiece. What the frick is this game? Okay. Okay. Oh, I suppose before we go to the Abyss, I should show my overall builds. So, C0 Farina. This is her build. She's on Key of Kasha suit. Or sorry, no, she's not on Key of Kasha suit. Normally I use Key of Kasha suit, but I need Fab on her on this team. And then, of course, Charlotte I showed before. Lost Prayers. She is C6. That's her build. And then Yunjin, 2400 defense. 230 ER about on 4-piece husk. Nothing that crazy. And then Jean, as I was already mentioning, does not have enough ER probably, but we'll find out if it's an issue or not. The Abyss reset, so I can't jump straight into floor 12, but that's fine because honestly, I don't think DPS Charlotte can handle floor 12 that well. So we're going to see which floor DPS Charlotte starts being not great. And when DPS Charlotte starts to be not great, I'll switch over to the other Charlotte team is my thinking. Uh-oh. These enemies are oh. Ow, okay. I didn't look at the enemy lineup for floor 9. This was not the right team choice. We'll be fine. We'll be fine, surely. Yeah, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Oh my god. Everything keeps dying before I get to do anything with Charlotte on floor 9. Ugh. This is just how this whole video might be. And burst and normal attacks. Blam, blam, blam. Look at that. Wow. It wasn't just Farina killing everything in floor 9. Onwards to floor 10. Yunjin and Charlotte. Yeah, look at that 12k. Blam. Yeah, look at that. Charlotte did something. Look at that. Charlotte completely carried me through floor 10, chamber 1. Let's go. Crit damage. That buffs Charlotte. Jean's ER with R5 Amanoma has not been nearly as much of an issue as I expected it would be so far, but I may have been just, you know, only against enemies that are relatively easy to deal with. And watch him die. Look how fast they're dying. Ignore that it's chamber 10, but look how fast they're dying. And ignore that Farina's doing 80% of the damage. It works perfectly. I mean, it does work perfectly. Like, it works exactly as I wanted it to work. Jean is having surprisingly few ER issues, and I expected she would without an ER timepiece, but I guess just R5 Amanoma is that good. But, anyways, floor 11 and floor 12 are a bit harder. So, you know, that'll be the real test. I'll be happy, honestly, if she can clear floor 11. Genuinely. Pyro Slimes, that's free melts. Oh boy, this is gonna be... Oh god, how do I deal with this without grouping? Oh god, okay. This is gonna be a bit of a struggle, I think. We'll find out, though. Now get away from my... No, get away from my pillar. Oh god, it's already at 60%. Okay. My faith in Charlotte's ability to deal with... How do you deal with this without a grouper? Oh my god, okay. Wow, this floor is kind of cringe. This is the first time I'm doing this new floor, by the way, and I can tell you, without a grouper, this seems impossible to clear with 3 stars. Obviously, I can, you know, use Sucrose or something instead of Jean, potentially. All of that 14k, beautiful melts, 15k, wonderful, and we only. It's only down to 56% in the first half. One thing I can tell you I'm noticing, I don't think I very consistently get cryo swirls, which is not that surprising, to be honest. Shenhe instead of Yunjin, again, would be much better, probably, in particular in the context of trying to get cryo swirls consistently. Alright, let's see if Charlotte can handle the last chamber in floor 11, at least. Can you stop moving? God, buttholes. I didn't even try to swirl crowd there. Whoops. Ow. These things have a bunch of resistance to cryo? That annoys me. I really wish they didn't have cryo resistance. Ow. Oops. Helps if I do things. Can you kill you? There we go. Oh, no, they don't have cryo resistance, or at least one of them doesn't. Oh gosh. Blam, there we go. Okay, I mean, hey. There's floor 11 done. I mean, I gotta clear the second side still, but... Alright, there's floor 11 done, all except for chamber 1, because oh boy, the enemies being so far spread apart with the defense monolith situation was not ideal for that Charlotte team at all. And we're gonna redo it with the magic of Kazuha, because it's Kazuha. He'll probably solve our problems. Stop it. That. Clear there, even with Kazuha, these freaking things still take a whole bunch of damage because oh my god, the Whopper Flowers are total buttholes, but like... Also, we're swirling pyro all around the place, Jesus. Okay, even with Kazuha, this is still an actual pain in the butt. This is ridiculous. Okay, there we go. Oh, okay, suddenly it's over. Yep, well, I mean, we're over 60% here, and I think this chamber will be more easy, so we'll see. Alright, yeah, there we go. The second half does not have near the issue the first half does, so there you go. Claim, claim, claim. There you go. Just had to get a better grouper, and then we 3-star chamber 11 with DPS Charlotte in this team without a problem. So now the question is floor 12, which I haven't played floor 12 on the news cycle. I've heard a lot of people complaining about it. We'll see how this goes. I'm not very optimistic. Okay, so the second half is just a boss rush situation, which, you know, being that we're playing a freeze team is not exactly ideal, but Charlotte is also better in single target than she is in AoE. I mean, okay. Saying better in single targeting is to not imply that she's a good single target DPS, but she has no AoE essentially, where she does have some single target damage. So this is not going to go well, but I don't want to do the last side because the last side is just bosses. Alrighty, Charlotte, do your best in floor 12. EM is not very good. Healing effectiveness is something though. I'll take it. This is a weird setup for the first thing. I don't know if I've ever seen them pack enemies that closely together. Oh, we're already through the shield. That's a surprise. Okay. I mean, that's something. Through the first 2 enemies. Alright, use Jean's burst again. Use Yunjin. I gotta kill the mage before it gets back up. Good job, Charlotte. Alright, use Farina Burst again, use her skill. I didn't hit anything with Jean, that's annoying. Still don't have Jean's burst back. Okay, if I had not missed a skill hit with Jean, it wouldn't have been a problem there, but... Do that, that. Start whacking. I didn't use Farina's burst? Oh, because of the delay with Jean. Whoops. Lost a lot of damage there. Alright, only 3 more enemies to go. We're at 8 minutes and 30 seconds already. Yeah. I have entirely effed up my rotation. Like, entirely. There's just nothing consistent going on rotation-wise right now. I mean, healing-wise, well, I was gonna say healing-wise, I'm not having that much of a problem. Just not that so much. Not that surprising, I don't think, but with having Jean on... Stop, you butt wipe. Oh my god. Okay, this was going so well until the Abyss Lecter spawned, man. I would actually, okay, correction, not so well, but the better than I expected. Oh my god. Abyss Lecter, what is this madness? Oh god. I will be very clear, this is the first time I've done this new Abyss cycle, and I did not realize I was on Farina there. I died, so I don't know strategies at all. The Abyss Lecter died, apparently. Why are these things so tanky? Bam, 12k, 12k, 12k. Look at that. I mean, hey, we're at 6 minutes and 57 seconds, and we're on the second side, so we're not 3-starring. But honestly, that was better than I expected. At least for it being the first time I've ever done this Abyss. Better than expected, okay? Give me a break. And it only took me about 50 seconds to beat that dude, so theoretically, if I clear in 2 minutes, I could 3-star this. I'd have to clear a whole minute faster, though. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. If DPS Charlotte can 3-star Chamber 2 and Chamber 3, I will try to redo Chamber 1 until I can 3-star it, but I'm skeptical. Maybe I need more faith in Charlotte. I don't know. Yeah, I think I'm seeing here a little bit of the single target weakness of Charlotte happening. Who knew that would be a problem? Also, this team is like basically never swirling cryo. That's for dang sure. I do think Shenhe would be a meaningful improvement to DPS Charlotte. That was exactly 10k damage. How satisfying. Oh, beautiful. I love the exactly 10k. Blam. Yeah, look at that. 12k normal attacks. Blam. We're only 8.5 minutes in with the last wave. It's fine. 8.5 minutes. A minute and a half. It's not that bad. Die, please. Yes, let's go. Wait, there's another enemy alive. Why are you alive? Well, you were just sitting over there the whole time. I thought we cleared it. No. I did that before I did Frida's Burst. I'm a dum-dum. And it's over. Okay. I mean, hey, I got 26 seconds to beat the chicken. It'll be fine. I mean, I wasn't even that far away from 3-starring with the chicken there. That's funny. Crit damage? Yay. I honestly think I probably could have 3-starred Chamber 2 there if I had retried a lot. That was the footage you're seeing there was literally my first ever attempts at this Abyss cycle ever. So I'm not used to the enemies, not used to where they're spawning, not used to setups, and I'm not used to this team and trying to play it properly. So genuinely, I think Chamber 2 was 3-starable. Although, mind you, that's not because of like Charlotte's strength, that's just because I have a really strong team for dealing with the chicken on the second side. Oh good, Kairagi. Oh, and those buttholes. Oh good, I like this. Alright, there we go. Finally, do this, do this. We can finally start doing Charlotte things. Oh, except I don't have Farina's Burst up because I'm dumb and I had to delay my rotation for things. Ow. Stop it. Okay, you're dead. Good. I did that before I did Frida's Burst again. I'm so dumb. Oh, you got your health back. Okay, no, we're gonna retry. Alright, we're gonna retry. Okay, let's see if we can get something proper going here. Do that. Do this. I can't see anything, but it's fine. Hey, we've already killed 2 of them. Good. Oh, she does have some AoE on her normal attacks. She's hitting both of them there. Good. I honestly didn't even know that. Okay, heal. And, there we go. Ow. Oh my god, I got 20k somehow. Oh, let's do it. Oh, we did it. Oh my gosh, it only took us a minute, and now we just have the lectors, which are a nightmare and a half. But you know what? It's fine. I have no idea how to group the lectors, so I am not going to try. Ow. Don't kill me. I'm honestly surprised I'm like getting through like the lector's health bar as fast as I am right here. Oh, let's not die. Alright, and you're gonna transform, right? So now we can attack you. Ow. You stop. Okay, I really need, okay. Oh, okay, there we go. That took way too long to get that up. Alright, one's already dead. I mean, already. We're 2 minutes in, so already is a bit, you know, maybe pushing it. But this chamber has been going much better than expected, is what I will say. Oh, look at that. Let's go. Hey, let's go. Honestly, not bad. Not bad at all. It feels fun to play, and it's not horrible. Like, I think the fact that I'm going to get 2 stars on all chambers, despite the problems that team has, is impressive. It's better than I expected. My guy died. Uh-oh. That's not ideal. I'm gonna continue anyways. I wasn't gonna 3-star. Well, actually, honestly, if my guy hadn't died, I was probably pretty close to 3-starring, which is surprising. Okay, and is dead. Okay. So, 2 stars, and surprisingly, I don't know, interesting. So I don't know, this team was better than I thought, honestly. I was, on my initial testing, like, I was not that optimistic on my chances for success here. But Charlotte has literally, like, I need to emphasize, like, Charlotte has, like, literally nothing going for her for trying to DPS her, and despite that, I was able to 3-star, or sorry, 2-star. And I'm pretty sure I can 3-star Chambers 2 and 3 on my account at least. Again, this is with, like, I was using a quite strong team on the second side on purpose. If you don't have, you know, as strong as a team available on the second side to get through the bosses very fast, then you might struggle, obviously. But I genuinely think I can optimize that a little bit and do Chamber 2 and 3-star without a problem. Chamber 1 is a bit more iffy, but I might still be able to do it. Like, I was thinking I was going to have to use this team to have any realistic chance of, like, clearing the floor 12 of the Abyss in, you know, like, 1-star fashion. But honestly, I'm not even going to try this because this would allow me to get, like, decent melts on Charlotte, but because I don't even have her talent multipliers leveled up, it's not going to be doing much. And it might do better because of Xiangling. So, I don't know. This team should probably work well, but I guess yell at me if you want to see that team as well. I think I had enough footage of this team, and this team was fun enough to play and entirely focused around, you know, using Yunjin to get normal attack damage, and I don't know. Seeing consistent 12k, 10k plus, as long as, you know, I didn't goof up with my gene burst to get up Farina stacks and all that, was pretty satisfying. And I don't know. I could optimize the team a little bit. There's that. The healing from Charlotte was actually more relevant than I expected. So Charlotte has a really high burst cost, right, of 80. So I wasn't really using her burst every rotation or anything. But on the rotations I did have it, it was healing a not insignificant amount. So that was helping in situations where if I goofed up Jean, right, and to get stacks on Farina's burst, then using Charlotte's burst potentially got me damage stacks anyways, and it also helped me not die, which is a common thing on Farina teams, but this is a very, very comfortable Farina team, genuinely. And on top of it being fun to just do this all the time, I don't know, man. I actually really like it. I think I'm gonna actually ascend. I'm gonna do Charlotte's final ascension, and I probably will level up her talents a little bit to get the most out of her. Of course, I could, you know, do things like leveling up Yunjin, and I also have Farina constellations that I've not activated yet, and I don't plan to activating them for a while because I want to still play around with C0 Farina a lot more. I don't know. This team's better than I thought. It's not good, I would be very clear. But when you're at an investment level like I am in my account, where I have, you know, strong enough teams to deal with the other side, such that you can use a worse team on one side of the abyss and a much better team on the other side, it makes doing fun things like this much more possible than they otherwise would have been. So, anyways, I don't know. There's one last... Oh, I just realized there's one last important thing we need to do with Charlotte. Alright, let's see what happens if Charlotte's gonna take some pictures of wildlife. Snap. And she's got a smile on her face when she did it too. This is not the kind of wildlife photographer I deign to be. But you know what, Charlotte? If you want to kill things to take pictures of them, you do you.